Hello everyone, welcome to ArcGIS Pro tutorials. In this tutorial, I will show you how to digitize features which could be either a points, a line or a polygon. So with the help of this base map, like this, using an ArcGIS Pro, so we are currently using the base map called World Topographic Map. So to create a features like point, line and polygon, so for that let me select a base map for this work. So go to the option called maps and select the base map here. So now let me select a base map called street maps. So now let me zoom into the study region. So the aim of this video is to digitize different features in this study region. It might be either a point, a line or a polygon. So now let's get started to how to digitize different features in this study region, like for example points, line and polygon. For example, let us consider this metro as a point. So we have different metro stations are in this study region. Let us consider as a point, and the roads here let us consider as a line feature. So similarly, we can consider the different build-ups in this region we can consider as a polygon. So this particular polygon, this particular building represents a polygon. Similarly, we can find a variety of different polygons available in this study region. So now let us create a feature called line. So for that, go to the option called view, click view and please select the option called catalog pan. So now we have this option called catalog. So in that, go to the option called, click this option called folders. So now we are in creating a features by digitizing in ArcGIS Pro. So that is our project name. So in that, right click and click this option called new and click this option called folder. So now enter the folder name as, so now I have created a folder called shapefiles. So now a folder has been created in our project file, creating a feature by digitizing in ArcGIS Pro. In that we have created a folder called shapefiles. So now right click this shapefile, go to the option called new and please select this option called shapefile. So click this option called shapefile. So now we're going to create a polyline feature. So we're going to draw a road map. So that is, we're going to draw a polyline between the three different metro stations, starting from this particular Metro Santo, and we're going to draw the polyline from Metro Santo to Metro Gran Via. So now you can visualize here and create feature classes. The feature class location we have saved in the shapefile and the feature class name will be roads. And the geometry type will be polyline. Select this option called polyline. So now select the option called coordinate system. Select the option called current map. So current projection is WGS 1984 Web Mercator. So you can also select the different coordinate system for your work. So select this option called select coordinate system. So here you can select the coordinate system of your choice. You can search the coordinate system required and you can select it, or you can go to this projected coordinate system and select the coordinate system of your choice. So now let me close this. So now let me click this option called run to create the shapefile called roads. So a new shapefile has been created, which is indicated in the table of content, that is the shapefile called roads. So now you can visualize in our table of content we have created a shapefile called roads. So it is a polyline feature. So now let me close this option, catalog. So now let me right click this shapefile called roads and head to the option called attribute table. So now you can visualize in the table of that is an attribute table. There is no record of any polyline features in our attribute table. So basically it is now an empty shapefile in our table of content. So now let's start digitizing road from Metro Santo to Metro Gran Via. So for that, go to the option called edits. So in that, click this option called create features. So now in this section, so we can visualize now in create features. So here you can visualize here the create features. So click this option. So now we have a variety of tools available here. So we have this line, create a line feature, and we can also create a right angle line. So for now we can stick to this, create a line feature. Click this option. So now let me start digitizing this road starting from Metro Santo. I have clicked this. Let me start digitizing a line here. So once you have digitized your road, you can double click this, complete this feature. So let me double click this, or you can also select this option called the tick mark to finish this feature. You can click this option. So now you can be able to visualize here the road is being marked in this color called green. So it is highlighted in this color that is in blue color. The selected features will be highlighted in this particular color called blue. So to clear this, go to the option here in the edit section. Clear this, click this option called clear. So now you can visualize the polyline feature starting from this Metro Santo to Metro Gran Via. And also you can visualize in our attribute table a new record has been created with FID of 0, shape called polyline, and ID of 0. So suppose if you want to change the color of this road, you can click this option. So now you can see the variety of colors being displayed here. You can choose your color of your choice. So now let me select this particular color called black. So now we can clearly visualize the polyline we have drawn here. So once you are good with your edit, so you have to head to this option called edit, and that's click this option called save edits. So save all edits, click this option called yes. So basically we can create a multiple roads in this shapefile. For example, let me create another road for you. So let me go to the option called create. So in that, let me select this. So now let me select this option called line. So select this option. Now you can draw another road. So starting from here, so you can draw another road. So to complete this feature, double click. So now we have created another record here. So likewise you can create multiple number of line features in your study region. So once you have completed this, so go to this option called edit and click this option called save. So the edits will be saved. All the edits will be saved. Click this option yes. So now let me draw another road. So starting from Metro Santo. So let me draw a road and connect to this Metro Santo. So let me do that. So for that we're going to use this tool called snapping. So you can visualize here the snapping tool. Click this option. So now let me start drawing a polyline. So now make sure that you connect to this particular road. So connect to this line. So the snapping tool will be very helpful in connecting the two lines together. So let me select this, zoom into this region. Now let me select this. So double click to complete this feature. So now we can visualize here we have connected the two roads together. So snapping tool is very useful in connecting two polylines together. So let me show the here. So now you can visualize here we have drawn two roads, but it is not connected together. So now to connect this two polylines together, you click this option called snapping and make sure that you click on this polyline and draw another and connect to this another polyline. Now complete this feature. So now you can visualize that we have let me clear this. So both the roads gets connected. So snapping tool is very useful in connecting the polylines together. So now let me save this edits. Click this option called save edits. Let me save all edits. So now we can see we have four different polyline available in our attribute table. So now you can visualize the road we have drawn here. So click this option called select. So now let me select this particular polyline, so it gets highlighted in our attribute table. Likewise, let me select another polyline, so it is highlighted in our attribute table. So here, so to clear the selected features, click this option called clear. So the selected features has been removed, that is, it is cleared. So in the attribute table, we can visualize FID, shape and ID. These are called different fields. So FID is a field, shape is a field, and ID is a field. So suppose if you want to add another field, you want to create a field, you can click this option called add a new field in this table. So now let me click this option. So now we can visualize here a new field. We can create a new field. So now let me enter the name as the field name. So I have entered the field name as a name, and we have to select an appropriate data type for this particular. So as the name indicates, we have a variety of text here, data types are available here. So the name here indicates the text. So we're going to use a text, that is so you can use this particular data type called text. Suppose you are using suppose you are going to find the area of this particular or the length of this road, you can use this option called float and double. So now we're going to enter the name. For that, let me select this option called text data type. So the length is clearly indicated here is around 255. So to create this field, click this option called save. So here that is available in this section, save. So applying the changes. So now we can visualize a new field called a name has been created here. So now let me close this. So you can visualize in our attribute table, you can visualize it, a new field called name is created. So now to enter the name of this polyline, here just double click this option. So now we can enter the name as R1. So R1 here indicates the road 1. So I have entered as R1. So let me click this option. So now we can visualize here this particular road has been highlighted. So this polyline has been highlighted here. So similarly, let me select another polyline. Likewise, I have added R2 and the road 2 is highlighted here. So now we have entered the name as a polyline 1 as a R1 and polyline 3 as a R4 in the attribute table. So now once you have entered your name in your attribute table, so go to the option called edits and click this option called save. To save all edits, click this option called yes. So that's how you can create a polyline features in ArcGIS Pro. So now let us digitize a couple of polygon features in this study region. So we can focus mainly on the water bodies in this study region. For example, you can find this blue color, the spot here. It is one of the water body in this study region. We can digitize using Polygon feature. So now let's get started. So now to create a polygon feature in ArcGIS Pro, so you have to go to this option called view and click this option called catalog pan. So now you have to navigate to your folder called creating a feature by digitizing in ArcGIS Pro. So we have to go to the shapefiles we created, right click and select this option called new and select the option called shapefiles. So now we have a geoprocessing heading. In that we're going to select the feature class name as a water body. So we're going to select the geometry type as a polygon. So the water body is generally is a polygon feature. So for that we're going to select the geometry type as a polygon. We don't have any M and Z values. Now let us select our coordinate system. Click this option and choose this current map. So you can also select your project the coordinate system of your choice by clicking this option. The current projection is WGS 1984 Web Mercator. So now click this option called run. So now we can able to visualize in the table of contents section. We have created a new shapefile called water bodies. There is a polygon feature. So now let us check this shapefile called water body. Right click, go to the option called attribute table. So now let us view this the attribute table here. So we can currently able to view the attribute table of water body. There is currently empty. So now we can create polygon features from our study region, and the attribute table is currently empty. So our main objective will be is going to fill this attribute table by digitizing the water bodies around the study region. So now let's start digitizing our water bodies in this study region. So make sure that you click this water body shapefile and go to the edit section and click this option called create features. So now we can visualize here the create feature. So in that, you're going to select this water body shapefile and make sure that you click this option called Polygon, create a polygon features. So now let's start digitizing this water body. So let me zoom here. So now let me digitize around this water body. So now we can visualize that I am drawing up the polygon around this water body. So now to finish this polygon, you have to double click, or you can use this option, the tick mark here, finish, click this. So the polygon has been completed. We have drawn a polygon around the water body. So after finishing digitizing your water body, make sure that you click this option called save. It will be available in edit section, and click this option called save to save all edits. So similarly, let me digitize another water body in this study region. For example, let me select this particular area. So you can now visualize there is a water body that is present in this study region. So now let me digitize over this polygon, that is over this water body. So to complete this polygon, double click or use this option called finish sketch. So let me click this. So the polygon has been, we have drawn a polygon around the water body. So while digitizing polygons, make sure that you go to the option called this particular water body shapefile, right click, go to the symbology section. Now right click the symbol section. So now you can able to visualize there is a no color option. Click this. Now close this. So now let me save the changes I have made. So now clear the selection. So now we can able to visualize here we have two polygons. So let me click here. So now you can able to visualize the second polygon has been highlighted here. So this is a water body that is present in this study region. So now suppose if you want to create an additional polygon close to another polygon, so we can you can use this option called, go to the edit section and click this option called create. So now you can click this option called autocomplete polygon. So I have clicked this option called autocomplete polygon. So now let me draw another polygon close to this water body polygon. So make sure that you click this point on the vertex of another polygon and click the point and draw the polygon around this water body. So now place your vertices on this polygon, so you can able to view this square thing that is here. So place your vertex on another polygon. So now double click. So now the polygon has been completed. So suppose if you want to draw another polygon, you can use this similar technique that is called autocomplete polygon. So now the third polygon is being added into our attribute table that is indicated here. So to make sure that you save the changes you have made, go to the edit section and make sure that you click this option called save edits. So yes, so the edits have been saved. So now we can visualize that we have created 3 polygons. So this is how we can create a polygon in ArcGIS Pro. So now let me show you how to create a point in ArcGIS Pro. So now go to the view section. So now click the option called catalog pan. So now navigate to the folder section and make sure that you click on the shapefile folder, right click, choose a new option and go to the option called shapefiles. So now we're going to create a feature class we're going to give the feature class name as a metro station. So now choose the geometry type as a point. So now let me select as a point, and it has no M and no Z. Choose your coordinate system as a current map. So now click this option called run. So now you can able to visualize here we created. So in the table of contents section you can visualize that we have created a shapefile called metro station. It is a point feature. So now go to the option called edits and click the option called create. So now you make sure that you click this option called, click this shapefile called metro station. That is our point feature. So I've clicked that. So now select this option called create a point feature. So now let us start creating a point feature in our study region. So now you can visualize we have 3 different metro stations in this particular area. Let me place a point on this metro station. So I placed a point of metro station here. So now I have placed a point on that. Let me go to the layer section called points, right click, go to the option called attribute table. So now it is highlighted here, our metro station, the point 1 has been indicated here. Let me close this one so you can visualize it now clearly. So now let me place another point over this another metro here, and similarly let me place another point on this metro station called Grand Via. So we have indicated in attribute section, we have 3 different metro stations has been indicated here. So we have in attribute section we have 3 points indicating 3 different metro stations. So in the attribute section we have 3 different points indicating the 3 different metro stations in our study region. So now let me add a field. Before that, make sure that you save this changes. Go to the edit section and make sure that click this option called save edits. Now yes, click option S to save all edits. So now in attribute section you can visualize here, let us add a field called name. Let me close this. So now let me open the attribute section of the metro station, the point features. So right click, go to the option called attribute table. So now we can visualize an option called add field. Let me click this option, add field. So now let me add a field called name. So now I have entered the name called field. Make sure that you select the data type as text, because we're going to enter the characters, that is we're going to enter the name. For that we're going to select the data type as text. So now click this option called save. So applying change. So now let me close this. So now we can able to visualize here we have the option a new field called name. Make sure that we type let us type the metro station name here. I will type the name. So now you can visualize I have typed the name of the metro stations here, Santo and Gran Via. We have 3 different metro stations in our study region. So now let me save the changes I have made. So go to the edit section and click this option called save edits. Now let me click S. So now we have created a point features in ArcGIS Pro. So now let us visualize our point, line and polygon feature. Let me turn off this world street map. So now we can clearly able to visualize we have our point feature and our line feature and the polygon in ArcGIS Pro. So in this video I have shown you how to create a point, line and polygon feature in ArcGIS Pro. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our channel and give us a like.